8:35, welcome back. It's starting to get real, folks. The 2024 Summer Olympic Games are in sight. Today marks 100 days away from the opening ceremony, which you will see right here on KPRC 2. We have our Olympic team ready to go for us this morning. Keith Garvin and Daniela Guzman are in New York City for us this week for Team USA Media Summit, and they are joining us live this morning from the Big Apple. Good morning to you both.
Hey, good morning to you, Zach. My goodness, it has been a busy 3 days. And my goodness, we cannot believe today we are 100 days away from the start of the Olympics. We were almost a year ago, we were in Paris marking the 1 year out from the Olympics. And now we can't believe we're 100 days away from being able to go back. And it's been so exciting because we can see how excited the athletes are and how focused they are. It's getting us excited and focused as well, I think.
No, absolutely. These last 3 days at this media summit here in New York City, we've been able to talk to some incredible elite athletes, hearing their inspiring stories. Some of them have qualified and they're like in crunch time right now, just, you know, giving it their best mentally and physically, getting ready for the Olympics. And some still have to qualify, but they're here, very promising and potential Team USA Olympic members. So we're going to stay on top of all the trials, but this afternoon, we're speaking with 3 elite athletes. You might have heard of this first one. Her name is Carissa Moore. She is a Hawaiian-American Olympic gold medalist and a 5-time world champion. Carissa is one of the best in what she does. She is a surfer. Carissa retired from competitive surfing actually last year, but she says she's not done with the Olympics. She wants to continue representing Team USA, and she's ready for Paris, and she wants that 2nd gold medal, and she'll be surfing in Tahiti.
Yeah,
which is awesome.
I wish we were able to get that job, be able to go to Tahiti and watch the surfing event. That's going to be amazing. Another name that a lot of people may remember from Tokyo, Jagger. Get a name like that, but Jagger, he actually won a bronze in Tokyo, and he's going to be back, and he's going to be really pushing hard for that gold. He's going to try to qualify in both the men's park and street skateboarding events. And get this, he's a 2-time world champion, 2021, and in men's street, 2022, in park as well. He's the first and only skateboarder of any nationality to win world titles in both park and street disciplines. Great guy. I mean, he has a lot of drive, and a lot of people, of course, can be pulling for him to get that gold this year.
Yeah, so surfing and skateboarding were new sporting events in the Tokyo Olympics that last summer. This time, there's a new Olympic event as well, which is breakdancing, breaking. And so we're really excited to see that being introduced to the Olympics. And one of the stars of breakdancing for Team USA is Jeffrey Lewis. He is known as B-Boy Jeffro, and we're excited to speak to him this afternoon. He grew up in Alief. He graduated from the University of Houston. We met with him in Houston. We spoke with him. We saw him practicing. He's quite amazing to see. And we're also going to sit with him today to talk to him a little about his Houston roots, about his inspiration when he's dancing. He says that he has Houston on his mind, and a lot of the things that he grew up around in the Houston area inspire some of his dance moves, and really his dream about going to the Paris Olympics.
Yeah, you know, and you know, he's really talented. We saw him just a little while ago as well. We look forward to talking to him later on today. You know, speaking of breakdancing, okay, so I was a kid of the 70s and the 80s, so I was actually around. I didn't create breakdancing, but I was around when breakdancing was created.
In the 60s and 70s.
And I had a few moves back in the day, and then when I heard that this was going to be an event this year, I started to practice and maybe think.
Inspired you?
Yeah, it inspired me. And take a look at what we came up with. I think I can do that. Yeah, wait. I think I'm ready. See, I told you I could do that. I don't know.
Really?
Yeah. Now, if they have a tandem breakdancing event, I think I'm going to talk to Jeffro and see if me and him can be partners.
I don't know, Zach. What do you think? You believe that?
You know, I was actually going to ask you guys if Jeffrey taught you any moves. I just saw Keith do that. But I'm with you, Daniela. Really? What?
Okay, take it out right now. I'm
Yeah,
kidding.
right
I'm
now,
kidding.
right now.
Pull a hamstring.
Right now.
I'm icing down my hamstring from that move right there. So I got to give me a few more weeks.
Okay.
He'll pull something, and then I have to do the rest of the work all afternoon. Not happening.
Well, we're so looking forward to your final reports airing this afternoon right here on KPRC2. I know it's been really busy. You guys have done a wonderful job, and thank you so much for waking up early and joining us on the morning news. We do appreciate it.
We're very excited. Today's the 100 days out. So leading up to the opening ceremonies, which is July 26th, we are going to have so much Olympic coverage. We're going to be following our local athletes. They're really big names. Keith and I are both going to Paris to cover the Summer Olympics for all of you at home. And so our hope is that you live through that experience with us, and you can watch it on all of our platforms here on KPRC too.
Yeah, indeed.
Yeah, we so much appreciate it. Hey, before I let you go, I want to ask you, Caitlin Clark, they're calling it the Comet Effect, the Caitlin Clark Comet. Has that hit Manhattan since you've been there?
Is that regarding the draft and the team that she's going to?
Yeah. But they're calling it the Caitlin Clark Comet and how she's going to the Olympics this summer. And I just wasn't sure if there was a lot of buzz in the streets of New York.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of buzz over Caitlin Clark, like all around the country, but she has actually come up in the last couple of days when we've talked to athletes. Other athletes have brought her up, just because when you look at women's soccer over the last few years and how popular that's grown now, women's college basketball is huge, and they're really expecting Caitlin Clark to bring that popularity to the WNBA as well. And so a lot of the female athletes have talked over the last couple of days about how
the excitement of having all
on the map.
By the way, I ran into one of them by accident yesterday.
That's right.
At Times Square, I ran into what's her name?
She was
Camilla.
Yes.
Camilla.
Cardoso.
From South Carolina.
Yes.
Just won a national title. Yeah, she was one of the top 5 picks in the WNBA draft.
And she's heading to Chicago.
Around Times Square.
Yeah, she's heading to Chicago.
I just walk around Times Square and I ran into her and I was like,
and look on social media, she's a lot taller than Daniela.
It was nice to see her. Well, send things back to you, Zach.
Okay, thank you guys very much. Remember, you can catch Daniela and Keith's reports right here on KPRC2 throughout the day. And then head on over to our website, clicktohouston.com, and that is where our extended coverage of the Olympics continues. You can be part of this experience as well by going over to our website and then, of course, click to pins.